Hello, my name is Clint Cheek and I'm with ProxyPay, and I am here at Ideation Station, and on behalf of 1 Million Cups, we're doing a lunch and learn today, and we're going to talk about some things that are important to entrepreneurs. Now maybe you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're not, maybe you're thinking about being one, or you've been in a business for a number of years and you've gotten to the point where you're working your tail off. Your company's making money, your employees, sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're not. But what we want to talk about today, just for a quick second, is the most important thing to a business owner. Now, it has 4 parts, and if you're running a business, one of the most important things, the first part of 4, that is the most important, is going to be your stuff. Now, that can be your building, your property, your plant, your equipment, your inventory, all the things that are not cash. Now, managing those can be a nightmare, or it can be pretty simple. If you're selling a service, then you're really just selling time. So the 4th one is going to be really important to you. But if you've got a widget, you're always looking for ways to sell new widgets, and managing those widgets and your building and your stuff and all the things associated with your business is really important. Secondly, the second part of the most important thing is your capital. Now, some people think that's money in the bank, and it is, but it's also your accounts receivable, your accounts payable, how long you take to pay your bills, and how soon you collect the money from the widget or service that you provide. Now, you guys remember Wimpy from Popeye? I know I'm dating myself just a little bit, but Wimpy was a genius when it came to his accounts payable and accounts receivable, because he always said, "I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today." So he received the benefit, but he held on to his capital for a period of time. So understanding your cash flows and where they're going and how long you have them and the processes that you have in place is very important. Also, how much those processes are costing you. Some people will use a merchant services account and they say, "Oh, but I get my money the next day," but their fees are substantially higher. That affects your cash flow. The third most important thing, and this is the most neglected, overlooked, underutilized, underdeveloped and underinvested, is your human capital. The people inside your organization. Investing in them efficiently, making sure that they have the tools and resources that they need, that they can do their job effectively and quickly. And a lot of times people they say, "I've got a great person," we'll pay them a little more. But sometimes it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about quality of life, or the culture that you put, or the types of skills that you teach them and how you develop them. One of the best examples that I ever heard of this, there's a really smart CEO and a really smart CFO, and they're sitting there and they're having the conversation about investing in their people. And the CEO says, "Well, if we invest all this money in training these people and they get great, what happens if they leave?" And the CEO says, "What happens if we don't invest in our people and they stay?" So utilizing your people and getting the best out of them, that's critically important. The 4th part of the most important thing is your time. You started this business, or you're thinking about starting the business, and your talents and your skills and all the things that you do, it's about your time. So when you spend your time, you got to ask yourself this question: am I spending my time on revenue producing activities, or am I spending my time on non-revenue producing activities? Because you're talented, you're skilled, you've got a great idea. But if you're spending your time on payroll or harassment training or collecting money from some vendor, all that should be automated, should be outsourced. Pay a professional to do what they're good at so that you can do what you're amazing at. Being an entrepreneur can be tough, and a lot of times the hours are endless, but you can put your time back into your life and back into your business by outsourcing to tax professionals, payroll professionals, training professionals. Send your employees to sales training events. Make sure that you've got the right technology in place to collect your money on time and pay your bills when they're supposed to be paid. and that you know where every piece of inventory that you have is. You know what things cost, and you can have access to that information immediately. Outsourcing is the key to business today. Now, 100 years ago, you could have had one of those little green books with all the pages in it, but today, people know who's trained, who's not, where their money is, what's going to be due, all in real time. Punching a clock and having somebody add it up 4 or 5 days from now and tell you what your labor is after a project's been done, huge waste of your time and your money. You should know your labor. You should know all of those expenses in real time. So outsource, 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 pay a professional. That's one of the most important things today. Again, I'm here at Ideation Station, and on behalf of 1 Million Cups, I hope you do the best job that you can. You're an entrepreneur. It's a long road. If you're already there, you already know. But best of luck to you, and if you need anything, click subscribe below and maybe catch another video later. Thanks for your time.